Good morning and happy Monday. A reminder that you should be doing your 15 minutes of membing today. Another reminder that your job is 2 separate 15-minute sessions of membing. If you don't do 2 separate sessions, you're not going to get the full 2 separate points for those. So please keep that in mind. Keep in mind that if you have dubious minutes, you will not get credit for that session either. So focus, stay engaged, work at a steady pace, you'll be fine. Today we're going to talk prepositions and prepositional phrases before you do no red ink. So remember, a preposition shows the relationship between a noun or pronoun and some other word in the sentence. Most prepositions show time or location/position. Remember, the word position is in preposition, so that might help you out. Look at my first example. Your hat is underneath your coat. Well, you know underneath is a preposition. And it shows the location of your hat in relationship to your coat. The position of your hat is that it's underneath your coat. Next, the owl hooted around midnight. In this case, we're using around as time because it's kind of telling us, here's midnight, the relationship between midnight and when the owl hooted. Not at midnight, not before midnight, but around midnight. You have this list of prepositions in your binder. You should have it in your keep section. And remember how we group them together to help us remember prepositions? We had the us, about, aboard, above, across, and so on. We had a big group of the bees, before, behind, below, and so on. And then we also have, we've got some more, but we've got 2 ins. So that'll help you remember. Group those together. We have opposites like off and on, prepositions, right? We have 2 throughs, through and throughout. 2 tos, to and toward. We have under and underneath, up and upon, and then with and without. So that's one way you can start remembering your prepositions. Now, if we talk prepositional phrases, remember a prepositional phrase is made up of a preposition and its object. It begins with a preposition, ends with the object. Look at my first example. The sentence is on the board. Well, I've already shown you the prepositional phrase in this one. So on is a preposition. And then if you're still struggling with objects of the preposition, the sentence is on what? Oh, on the board. So that's the object of the preposition. So my parentheses would go there, starts with on, ends with board. Remember our squirrel friend? We said the squirrel runs blank the tree. And then words that fit the blank are prepositions. Now, does every preposition fit the blank? No, but that's just one way to help you remember. Look at my second example. On Friday, you should study for your quiz. Well, I know that on's a preposition because it was a preposition in the first one, right? So there's my prep phrase begins. And I should say on what? Oh, on Friday is a prepositional phrase, or the object of the preposition, so there you go. Now, remember, prepositional phrases, you can have more than one of them. You can have 3 or 4 of them in a sentence. So maybe we should check for another one here. You should study, for your quiz. So there's a preposition. And you should study for what? For your quiz. So for your quiz is my prepositional phrase. One more. Many of us will do well. I don't see a time or position in there, but I do see one of my most common prepositions. I know you're out of practice, but remember of is a super common preposition. So many of us, or many of whom? Many of us. There we go. So of us is a prepositional phrase. All right, so I hope that helps you review. Go ahead now and do your no red ink.